Morning, everybody. Mojo here. So yesterday we put the Mojo boat in the water for the first time, and I got to tell you, it didn't go as well as I was hoping it was going to. We could not get the boat to stop porpoising, and I could get it to stop porpoising by myself, but as soon as I put a passenger in the boat, it just wanted to just bounce and bounce and bounce. What I determined is that the nozzle, I think, is even at full trim forward, is still trimmed up. Full trim up, the thing shoots a rooster 20 feet in the air. So got it back home, put a hose on it, and dry ran it here, and determined after shooting some video that even with full trim down, that it still has trim upward on the nozzle. So I'll show you what we ended up doing. This rod right here is threaded in here somewhere, and I didn't put this part together, so I'm not too knowledgeable about it, but usually can figure things out. And so I took this bolt off and unthreaded it, and I ended up gaining about 3/8 of an inch in length on this rod, which should, in theory, push the nozzle forward. After doing that, we're going to try to put it in the water today and see if that's going to fix it. But the bottom line is the boat has too much trim up, and it just won't stop bouncing, and very irritating. With 4 people in it, 22 miles an hour was the top speed without it starting to bounce, and once it started bouncing, it was violently bouncing if you tried to get it to any speed at all. I know that's not normal. This boat has a bunch of stuff on it that's never been done before, and I knew we were going to run into a few snags, but I'm just being straightforward and honest to everybody that after all this work, I'm a little disappointed in that part of it. Nobody's fault, just need to find the problem and fix it. So after making those adjustments, I actually think it's going to make a huge difference. It probably had a 1/4 of an inch of up trim, even at full nose forward. It still had upward trajectory. Something to think about if you're building a boat. Make sure that you have down trim and up trim. Worst case scenario, if I can't get enough out of it, we're going to make our own rod and definitely get some down trim out of it, and probably put tabs on underneath it, trim tabs to be able to adjust it from inside the cockpit, and we'll probably end up doing them out of electric or something like that, so that I can trim them while I'm driving. The other thing is, by myself in there, the boat lists to the left quite a bit, especially at at 5 miles an hour. Expected that a little more than I was hoping for, but not that I want to add more weight to the boat, but I might need to put a little bit of ballast on the right side. Even with a full tank of fuel, it still lists to the left. And interestingly enough, even with a 1/2 tank of fuel in it yesterday, a little over 1/2 tank of fuel, and another guy the same size as me, it still listed to the left. Not a bunch, but it still did. And I'm not sure, obviously that's a weight thing, so maybe the dual batteries or something like that are causing that. So I think we'll try to counteract that with a little bit of weight, or the trim tabs. I would rather not put more weight in the boat. I know that's counterproductive. So I think we will put some electric trim tabs on the back of the boat, and probably be able to really dial it in from a ride. Once I did get it on plane, though, I got it to 61 miles an hour. With the way it's riding right now, I thought that was actually pretty good. So hoping to get about 70 miles an hour out of it at the end of the day. I'll keep you updated, but had a blast in it yesterday, even though it didn't go perfectly. When I did ride by myself, I was able to get it up on plane and keep it on plane pretty easily. Yeah, so we'll see you soon. Hey guys, so the last video I made, we talked about the boat porpoising a lot and that we felt it needed a ride plate or something. I'd imagine it's probably about a 1/8 inch or a little bit thicker sheet of aluminum. We had it cut, sheared, and tigged and mounted it to the bar here and followed the shape of the hull for the most part. And that added 10 inches of like a wake plate basically up to onto the back of the boat. So we're hoping that will fix the problem. How we kind of came up with that is that if I get up to where it starts to porpoise and I simply put it into a turn, it stops bouncing. And what I feel is happening is that we're getting up and riding on this part of the boat. We're skipping, sliding, so to speak, and picking up this part of the boat here and this edge. And that takes the bounce out of it. And once you get past that, then it's fine when it's up on the plane. So we've added this. We're going to go out and test it today, and we'll let you know what becomes of it. I'm going through hell. I fake like I'm fine, but I know you can't tell. Like nothing I